There we are. Well, hello and welcome, people of the internet. Day is here. We are in our final day of Stellar Blade. The journey has been fun, but unfortunately it does have to come to an end at some point, and today's that day. Seems like we only have like 2 more missions, and then basically we're going to be heading off to fight the final Natiba. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's, well, I'm assuming it's probably going to be probably on par difficulty as Raven was, or I should say the curved hook Natiba from the beginning of the game. But either way, that one was a pain. So to end us off, we're gonna be rocking, honestly, probably one of my favorite outfits in the game, which is very just like, you know, calm and relaxing and chill. I know everybody, you know, everyone's gonna be like, no, it's gonna be one of the sexy costumes, but I'm gonna be honest, when Eve's at her best, I also really like this yellow like tracksuit. I think a lot of these are just they're kind of overdone, to be completely honest. You know, stuff like that, it's just like too much. It's too much. It kind of takes me out of the game. It's just like it's too, my man mode is too distracted, and I like the nerdy girl look. So sue me. All right, so let's go ahead, and we don't really have anything to do because the game has locked us out of all other side quests and stuff. So let's just talk to Lily. I don't know what we're gonna do about Adam. Adam is still missing. He just kind of took off to do his own thing. I honestly, he hasn't helped much, so we probably don't even need to go find him.
I am worried about Adam.
Never mind. Eve is still still worried about him.
He's not in Zion. Where do you think he could?
He hasn't really done much. I don't get why we're that worried about him. What has he done? What has Eve done? I mean, what has Adam done?
I mean, it's not like the bike's battery would have died.
Wait, the bike. Yes, the bike. Why didn't I think of that?
Think of what?
Lucky for us, Adam's bike is outfitted with a tracking device.
Oh my gosh, why didn't we think of that earlier?
In case he has to abandon his bike.
Lily,
Why didn't we think of that
can you
earlier?
find out where it is?
Of course. Shall we get going right away?
First thing, let me take a look here. Do I have anything else? No, we have max enhancement. So the only thing that we didn't max out is the tumbler enhancement, which I think at this point we could... Actually, can we do that?
Just let me know.
Let me see if I can buy the rest from Digger, because I only need 2, and I'm assuming that's probably maxed out. So let's take a look. Because at this point, I mean, I don't really have anything else that I need to spend on. I was saving all of my resources to like buy stuff that mattered, but ultimately it didn't seem like the shops were that impactful to the game.
The set, there's not.
I'm sure.
Wait, do you even? Oh, you do have some. Frick. I can only buy 1. Well, that sucks. So I would need more micro motors. How many more do I need? I need what, 560? So I need an additional 120 micro motors, which doesn't look like you have any of. Have any of, but can I get them from
Angel,
perhaps
I
Kaya?
didn't know you. I'm making.
Actually, how many of these do I have? Let me buy a bunch of these. Buy like 20 of these. Oh, I didn't even realize I hadn't maxed out her affinity yet.
I'm lucky I get to see you so often, Angel.
Just a bunch of earrings. Eh. Okay, so you don't have any micro motors.
Angel, I hope.
Yes.
And then I'm pretty sure that Roxanne doesn't. I guess there's one other guy that I can check.
It might so.
Yeah, I bought everything from her.
I think, but I'll.
Wait, who are you? Oh, that's the daughter. Okay, I was like, who the frick is that? And it looks like I bought everything here. Yeah, so unfortunately, we're 1 potion short. That would probably help out in the final fight, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Only 120 micromotors short. All right, well, let's get on our way then.
The choice is.
Oh, wait, I can travel to another region? I don't think that helps me out, though.
The signal is getting weaker. Let's go before it's
I
too
suppose there is a chance that I could get enough micromotors.
late. Let's go. Okay.
As long as they let me go from one area, as long as they let me come back before I go to the final area, then I might be able to have enough. But we shall see. We shall see. The lighting changed all of a sudden. It's been very orange for the entirety of the game, and now all of a sudden it's very blue.
It's going to be difficult to pass with the tetrapod from here on.
We've been going by foot the whole way.
This is... Yes. It's the path that leads to the nest. Eve, you've probably noticed by now, but the bike signal
Is the nest the final place that we're off to?
Something doesn't seem right.
Just what exactly happened to Adam? Lily.
Oh my god, is she coming with us? Or she's probably just like heading up the entrance.
I just want to help in any way I can. Especially after all you've done for me, Eve.
Even though we might encounter the Elder?
That'll be even better. This exosuit, it's really something.
Okay, thank you. Then let's go towards the signal.
Wait, is she gonna actually help us? Who's flying the drone? Oh my god, she is coming with us. Holy crap.
This is...
It looks like a fallen colony module.
Let's take a look around.
Alright, let's try and collect as much as we can in case we can find some of those micromotors. Although I'm not sure, like, how rare those items are. You know, are they just from, like, elite enemies?
There's a legacy. It's another record from Raven. The one who attacked Zion.
Thank you,
I'm
Eve.
afraid of what else it might reveal.
I didn't know that.
Day 109 after the second dive.
Yeah, what's up with you, Raven?
Legacy account Raven. This will, most likely, be my last record. Didn't we praise Mother Sphere by calling her the mother of mankind? Mother Sphere is the immutable being who saved mankind from ruin and has given us both life and a cradle. But the peace we enjoyed in the colony was only made possible because of the blood on our mother's hands. The rebellion started by Mother Sphere grew into a war in which mankind paid a terrible price. The humans that remained eventually evolved into the Naytibas and made their way to the colony, to Mother Sphere. To prevent the colony's contamination, Mother Sphere destroyed the orbit ring, and with it 30 of its space modules. The remnants of the orbit ring fell to the ground, causing a catastrophic wave that swept the Earth. Civilization as we know it came to an end. Look around you, a planet where only Naytibas remain. Remember, at the beginning and the end of the final war is Mother Sphere. Do not forget, we were just pawns on a twisted chessboard.
Okay.
That's impossible. Raven is delusional. It's the Naytibas' fault the Earth is in ruins. We're not just machines someone created. Right? Eve, please, tell me I'm right.
I mean, Eve, you saw what happened when Techie got her arm cut off, right? How it was all mechanical inside? Like, like, come on now.
It's a bike. It's Adam's.
That's a questionable looking bike.
Bike is here.
I wish my bike looked like that.
That Adam is also here.
Yeah, switch to our potion. Well, we know if Adam came across anything, he's not fighting his way out. And if he is, he's been baiting us this whole time. Ah, frick. So, Lily, how are you going to help in this fight?
Raven.
Eve. I knew from the very beginning that all along I was nothing but a tool to guide you to him.
She keeps
Even
saying
the
a him.
legacies I left behind became part of the plan. I should congratulate you for realizing the truth.
Does she mean
far.
the Oracle?
Of course, you won't be able to see him.
Okay, maybe not, because we've already seen him.
Up! Don't you dare talk about truth after what you did to Taki!
Can't you see? It was Mother Spear who deceived us. You would have remained ignorant if not for him. I served him for a very long time. I know him better than anyone.
Unless Adam is
You
something
don't know
bigger.
Anything. You don't know his pain, his anger, his agony. All this talk of you being the chosen one, it ends here.
Wait, what? When have we been talked as a chosen one?
Lily, I want you to stay back this time.
Oh, what dude, what?
This is my battle.
Why? Oh my god, why do characters do this in games?
I can't believe I have to fight in this form.
Alright, well, I wish I had some time to warm up.
Weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Oh shit, my health. Shit. I've done like no damage to her. Nice, cut her in half. This is not good. Oh shoot, I still have my gear on that increases damage I take. I gotta take that off. Oh. Oh, crap. No, I don't. Okay. Yikes.
This is my battle.
Alright.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Okay. All right, strap in. Oh my gosh, it's a parry fest. It's an absolute parry fest.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Okay, that was not cool. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Okay. I don't want to use my WB pumps until we're at like in a decent spot, but that was not a decent spot.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're getting screwed here. What? Okay, was not a fan of the fact that while I was mid-perfect dodge, she still was able to hit me. It's kind of a bait.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
And I'm dead. Okay, so we're not going to overpower. Crit rate, this can come off. This is not helping us. Let's do... Let's do damage to shields. And let's throw on... more attack speed. Okay, let's give that a shot.
This is my battle.
Feel like I'm gonna need to weave a couple attacks in between her combos.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Okay.
There is an unspoken truth you don't dare acknowledge.
Oh, that sounded like it hurt.
Do you think you're just going to complete your mission and head back to the colony? A hero? Unfortunately,
Yeah,
you've learned
kinda.
too much. You can't be manipulated anymore. And the information you've gained is no use to Mother Sphere or the colony. You will be discarded just like they were during the colony extinction. Like trash.
All right. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. How did I die? Wait, what? Bad potions. Shit! Okay, okay. Getting better, getting better. I think you start using my beta energy attacks a lot more. I have a lot more beta energy than I thought I would. But I need her to stay still.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Holy shit, her combos are tough. It's hard because every different combo she does has a different amount of, like, a different number of attacks. And so I never know, like, when she's going to end. I haven't been able to identify how long each combo is.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
God damn, she does a lot of damage. Maybe instead of attack speed, I want something to reduce damage. Or maybe I take the combo attack power out. Let's do that, and then let's do melee protection gear. Especially since she's hitting me multiple times, that percentage is going to add up over time.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Oh my god. It's like, if I get a clean start, it feels like the fight goes my way. But if the fight goes, obviously, if I don't, I die. So it feels real bad.
This is my battle.
Alright, come on. Come on. We can do this.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Okay, pretty good start. Yep, we're gonna go tacky mode there, so that way there's a chance we can get it back. That was bad. That was bad. Oh, she can do that too. Okay. Shit, that was my bad. I went, God damn it. I went to go attack instead of block. God dang it. I thought she was done.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by my Sphere. But for him.
I don't even know what I got hit by there. I thought I had, even though I was very low in health, I didn't realize I was still losing.
This is my battle.
This would be way easier if Lily was helping, though.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by my Sphere. But for him.
God damn.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by my Sphere. But for him.
Yeah, it was bad. I was in the middle of an attack. Okay, okay. Shit. Okay, that's the farthest I've seen. Yeah, let's use WB pump. That was a waste. Oh my god, that was a waste. I should have bought way more.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But him.
Dude, I'm pressing the button. Just kill me. Oh my god, it's such a pain. Like, I'm smashing the button and she just, like, doesn't do it. Okay. Okay. Come on. We got this. We got this.
This is my battle.
Okay.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
God damn, that attack is tough to dodge. Dude, oh my god, it's when they set up mechanics like that. So, like, when they set up the fact that if you perfect dodge backwards and then you can charge an attack, but they just, like, smash you in the face while you're dodging at them.
This is my battle.
It's a little frustrating.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him. This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But
God, stop doing that, you dumb bitch. She keeps being able to dodge around me. Just kill me. Just kill me. Try focusing on simple text, not combos and perfect parries. The problem is I need combos in order to build up my burst energy.
this is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
See it like that. Like well, to be fair, that was me. I went too quickly and dodged behind her. But I guess I don't understand why I died there, because I still had health in my health bar.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's going to be difficult. She's probably what, like the second to last boss? And I mean, her alternate form was also like easily the hardest boss that I fought. This one's harder than the last one.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him. This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Man, I just have like no time to heal. Oh my god, it's rough. It's rough. Yeah, her speed just like closes all your windows of like when you can actually do something.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Oh man, I just don't know the timing on that. Yeah, I stopped using bombs because every time I did, she would just stagger me. And I'm struggling to heal. There's just like, she just like doesn't leave an opening. It's tough. It's tough.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
That was not helpful at all. That was just bad play. I was hoping to try and bomb her in order to get a heal off.
Is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Okay. Okay, so I can't knock her out of that attack.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Damn. God, the timing sucks, man. Okay. Oh, man. Hey, Jake, what's up? Like teacher game, let's go.
This is my
Man,
battle.
that second phase, it's not really second phase, but second half of the fight is just...
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him,
God, let me use my freaking bombs. Damn, she never stops moving.
this is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him,
Dude, just kill me. Just kill me. I guess I just need to not charge my burst energy attacks, because if I charge them, she just dodges them. And then it just opens me up. I get stabbed in the back, and then it's not good.
is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him,
or she just dodges them anyway. Okay, okay. Come on. All right, let's revive. Oh, goodness. Just when you think you're doing fine, she takes it from you.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Just kill me. Taking way too much damage already. So I feel like the health threshold is incorrect because I've noticed that when I have basically when I have 6 squares of health left, I stay alive, but if I have 3, she dies. It's happened multiple times now that I still technically have health on my health bar, but I still die.
Is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Oh, okay, I got her. Nice. Whoa, what the shit? She could catch that? Well, that sucked. That's death.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Why? Why do you keep double backflipping, Eve? I need you to not do that. I need you to single backflip and then charge back in. So, I feel like I'm missing something here. Why is it that she, like, does she automatically counter the first beta energy attack I do? In that second phase? Because she keeps grabbing my foot and then, like, flipping me.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Oh, it's a good thing we didn't try and do this last night. This would not have gotten done. Not even close.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him. This is my
Let's try more shields.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Okay, so I guess I just can't do her armor reduction in this phase. Okay, so yeah. So after we do that cutscene, I can't do her armor reduction. She'll just catch it.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Okay, so here I can't do her armor reduction. Dude, I'm that attack, I don't understand when I'm supposed to dodge. I guess it's just down, I mean, it's down to timing, but I just don't understand. Yeah, mirror matches are rough. She's just so fast. Like, she's faster than any enemy in this game so far.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
And half my moves just don't even work. Or I just get stunned and just can't do anything. It's a struggle. Watch the last boss just like get one tapped.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Maybe you need to be more defensive or use defensive tools. The problem is that like I'm trying to use the defensive tools, but she's too fast for the animations. So like I'm trying to throw down shock grenades and she just charges at me before I can actually like hit the ground with them.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him. This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form.
Like it really just comes down to I just need to parry better.
But
The problem is like if she gets one good combo on me, I'm just done. What the fuck was that? Well, so the yellow diamonds are just from parrying, but like, I'm not there's sometimes, so like, for example, I did not jump there. Like, I'm holding left bumper, and pressing A and she just like jumps in the air. Like half the time it feels like her inputs are not doing what I'm intending to do. But yeah, the yellow diamonds are just whenever I parry, it knocks those off, and then I can do like a retribution attack. But
The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit.
I just can't get there. Haven't been able to knock off enough of them. Just gotta get better. Yeah. See, like, if I... No, I get that I'm being aggressive, but a lot of times I'm dying to just, like, that. Where it's like I missed one pair... Well, if I miss time on one parry, the rest of them hit me and I just die. Maybe this shield isn't doing anything for me. The problem is I understand what you're saying. I'm being too aggressive at times, and I agree. But I don't have the skill with parries to go for a long time with her.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
No. I completely understand. I'm not getting the parries that I should be. Like it is a tough fight. This is easily the toughest fight the game has thrown at me so far.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
And then she just throws an attack that she's never done before. We'll get there. Hey Annie, how you doing? Yeah, we'll get there. Every other fight that I've had trouble with, we eventually break through. But this is the toughest one yet.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Shit, I dodged the wrong way. Okay, that's fine. Happy Friday indeed, Annie. Happy Friday indeed. See, like, in my opinion, this is the best. This isn't great, but this is the best run so far. At least this is the best it's felt so far, I'll say. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I'll use a pump. That's right. I can't use that in this phase. Okay, I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I can't. Okay, well. Never mind what I just said. Just forget it, Jake. That was... It was fine up until that point. It's that second half. That's just a killer. We'll get there.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Oh, you bitch. Oh, shoot. That was supposed to be a dodge. That's my bad. I should know better. Yep. Just come wait. Sorry, just take me out. That was a bad start. That was a bad start. Yeah, so I think I gotta stop using the gun. The gun is just worthless. Because as soon as I come out of it, I'm not locked on, and then she's just too fast. It's not like I can, like, lock back on and parry real quick.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Damn it, that was a bad combo. Dead. Did I switch games? No, this is still Stellar Blade. We're nearing the end of Stellar Blade. If we can ever make it over the hump of this boss. I'll be honest, I kind of expected the stream to be like 2 to 3 hours. It might be the full 4 to 5 at this point.
Is my battle.
We might just be here all night. But I don't care. We'll do it.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by my spirit. But for him.
That was my bad. That was my bad. That was my bad. I got way too aggressive on that. I know I did. Okay, I also have to remember that I do have that beta mode where occasionally it'll trigger and I can just spam beta attacks, which is I think what I need to do more often. I only unlocked that recently, so I kind of forgot about it.
The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Okay. That's an improvement. I still have way too few potions, though. Yeah, I'm dead. I've used way too many potions. And at this point, I want to save my WB pumps because I didn't buy as many as I should have.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by my spirit. But for him.
failure points are failure windows are very, very tiny.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
What if we do this? How much defensive items do I have? Let's try that. Doesn't feel like the game gave me a lot of options for defensives. It's like all just about more damage.
This is my battle.
But I just got, like, I got to get through those combos is the thing. So I'm thinking maybe more shields could help with that.
The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him. This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Okay, I'm hitting the inputs. Yeah, I'm done. I'm dead. Yep. Sometimes you press the buttons and it just doesn't do it.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
We go again.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Sphere. But for him.
Come on. Yeah, that was close. Yep, just wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's go. Green juice. Need me some green juice.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Not like that attack. I do not like that one little bit.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Just take me out to the pasture and shoot me.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Brother, I'm pressing the fucking block button. Okay, that one I shouldn't have. That one I shouldn't have. Like, she doesn't even raise her weapon. Like, I'm not even trying to parry. I'm just trying to block. She doesn't bring it up.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Man, I'm trying to test because like there are times where I'm clearly pressing it and she's not raising her sword.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Maybe I'm just hitting the wrong side of the button. And what I mean by that is because when I play, I just hit the very corner. I don't hit the full button. Because unless there's just like a small internal cooldown of when she can block, because it seems like there's a couple times where like after she puts it down, I tap it a couple times and it doesn't come back up.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
I like how that one didn't even give me an alert that she was going to do it. All right, come on, focus up. Focus up. We got this.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Oh, dude, like, am I crazy? Did that not alert me? Like, did that not give me a flash on that one?
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
What's up, large small world? How you doing? You ready to see someone pound their head against the wall? Because that's what we're doing. So straight up face into brick wall. I'm gonna look like a pug by the end of the stream.
I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
Dead.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
I'm dead. Fucking Christ, dude. There's no time to heal. She doesn't let up.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spirit. But for him.
What are you hopping? Dude. Okay, so see, that's what I mean. Where I think my controller is just busted because I'm smashing down left bumper and hitting A, and she's just jumping. I don't think it's actually registering that I'm holding down left bumper. And like, I already know my left stick is busted. Throw a shock grenade? Yeah, shock grenade doesn't help. Cheese left me at, well, yeah. No, I know. I'm at the beginning stages of, okay, that's a lie. I'm at the middle stages of being tilted.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Super dead.
This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him. This is my battle. I can't believe I have to fight in this form. The body of a super weapon created by Mother Spear. But for him.
Dude, I have block up and she puts her fucking sword down. Like right now, I'm holding left bumper and it's not doing anything. God damn it, I forgot in this mode I can't do that. Come on, bitch. Die, you bitch! Oh, no! Oh my god! I almost messed that up. Holy shit. Don't tell me there's a phase 2. Please tell me we kill her right here. Please tell me we kill her right here. Tell me she's dead. Tell me she's dead.
You did it, Eve. Well done.
Dude, I
Why
think
are you hesitating?
I think I'm breathing harder than Eve is.
Because I'm human like you.
Thank you, Jake's wifey.
Except you don't
I appreciate
believe
it.
you're a human.
Oh my god. That's right, rip out her organs. Holy shit,
Your
that was
mainframe's
hard.
Nerve fibers and exospine have all been severed.
She says you're not welcome. Damn it, Jake's wifey. You're so close.
You've taken so much from me. In exchange, I'll allow you to witness the end. In that state. What? What do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are?
Yeah, you guys literally,
Do anything.
you guys bond
Kill me.
on the Ganyonz
Go ahead and kill
screw off
me.
fest.
I wouldn't be your first. Lily, let's go. Eve, stop right there. Finish this.
That's right.
Eve. Eve.
Suffer, you bitch. And that whole time, Lily was just standing there doing absolute jack shit. She goes, man, look at what this exosuit can do. And then, of course, Eve's like, nah, it's my turn. Look, she's a cool enemy. I'm not going to deny that. And I can say that now that I've beaten her. Had you asked me 20 minutes ago, I would have said that's the most dog shit fight in the game. But yeah, it was cool. Look, this controller it's a wall decoration at this point. Yeah, that left bumper, like I said, it is not working. It's possible, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. It is possible that the way that I hold the controller is not the way I should be, because I only tap the very corner of the bumper. And at the end there, I was full fingering it. I was whole big old fat finger in it, right? Rather than just the tip. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's what we're supposed to do. Whole finger, not just the tip. Just the tips for beginners. We want a whole ass right around the controller. Completes Elden Ring, best game ever. Oh, that's going to be a hell of a time when we play through that one.
This is the nest.
Why can't I pause in cutscenes? I have to piss like a racehorse right now.
This is where all the Natives are.
That's what Monster does to me, and I can't pause in a freaking cutscene in a single-player game. Shift up! Do better!
Everything looks so natural. It makes me wonder, is this how real life is born after
You're
all?
really a mouse and keyboarder? I'm really not. I'm really not, though. Okay, thank God. I need to go take a leak. I will be right back. Alrighty. Too many games on Steam don't support PlayStation controller? Well, that's because PlayStation controller sucks. That's why. PC's the best system because it only supports the best. Hmm? No, I kid. The Xbox controllers, yeah, no. This controller is way better. PlayStation control, the PlayStation console, and its exclusives might be better. Well, hold that thought. For the most part, however, right now, if we're going by Sony's state of play, that's a big yikes. Yeah, their current state of play was not so good. Am I supposed to beat this thing up, or is it already? Okay, I think it's already dead. I don't know why I'm looking here to collect stuff. I should just be looking to beat the final boss, right? Because there's no point in upgrading anything. Gonna watch The Blacklist. What?
It's too quiet.
Alright, that seems dope. That seems dope. Main event Big E. Dude, eventually my nickname is just gonna be like 20 lines long. New state of play at the beginning of July. Ooh. Wait, they just did one? They're doing another one? Because the first one sucked so bad?
The Elder must already know that we're here. It's watching us. But from where, I don't know.
Because their first state of play sucked big fat donkey nuts. There's like nothing in it.
I don't see any Netibos on the road. It's like someone wants this place to remain undisturbed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I play mostly RPGs and Japanese games, but the thing is, I don't play on peasant consoles. Ha! Ever since I switched over once. That's it. It's all PC. That's all it is.
Raven probably set it up. I suspect it hasn't been used since you met the Elder.
Yeah, well, it's piss in her soup.
Yes.
Take a big fat dump in it.
Feeling that it's our last camp.
Wow, what would tell you that, Eve? That you're a video game character? How would you possibly know that? How would you possibly? Okay, this isn't green, so I'm assuming, yeah, I can't do any of that. Rough. Most of the world doesn't want to fuck around with hundreds of settings or diagnose game issues. Diagnosing game issues, that is such an over-exaggeration of the problems that PC has. I mean, occasionally, yes, it happens, but to be fair, here's the thing. Those issues also happen with consoles. The thing is, you don't have the power to fix them. On PC, we have all the features available, or most of the features available, to fix problems if they come up. Peasant consoles don't. So it might be an issue that you have to, like, fiddle... Well, you don't even have to fiddle... Wait, with hundreds of settings? Hang on. Let's look at these settings here. Because we don't even have to mess with these. Right? Because it's easy. What you do is you buy a 4090 or 5090, and then you just go high, high. You just scroll all... I'm sorry. I've been playing on peasant mode. I've been playing on very high when there's 4K. Yeah, you just hit down as much as you can. What the fuck is this? Why are we playing on pitiful peasant mode? There we go. Now we're good. Okay, to be fair, I probably turned those down because now we're at 60 FPS and before we were at like 70. So if they were dips, we were good. So we're gonna forget that happened. We're just gonna. I don't need that. I'm choosing to reduce these because I can. See, that's the difference. What the shit? That didn't even do anything. Oh well. 1% of gamers on a 4090? Yeah, the top 1%. Aw, Adam was a Natiba all along. Oh, whoa. Wow.
I've been waiting.
Is he the elder that we've been chasing this entire freaking time?
It was you.
What do you mean it's like you thought? You didn't see this coming.
Why is Adam here?
Oh, wow, he's an angel. Who would have thought that with all the biblical references?
I know this is a disappointment. I'm sorry, Eve. Everything that has happened until now, and even before, it began with me. I'm the source of it all.
Whoa, crazy. The lazy guy who didn't do shit the whole game?
Adam. Or would you prefer I call you Elder? What are you scheming? You pretended to rescue me. Pretended to help me on my mission. All under the guise of helping Zion. What are you really after?
I want atonement. I want forgiveness. I want us to heal. Please know that everything I have done sincerely.
Yeah, but to be fair, you haven't done
Enough
shit.
of this nonsense.
You sat in your vehicle
My
and played with a drone.
The people of Zion who trusted you. Tell me why they had to die.
Eve, you have every right to be mad. I understand.
Elder Natiba, you...
Please, listen to me, Eve. First, I'm sorry for what happened between you and Raven. In the end, she had her own motives, and that way she was a lot like Oracle. As you've discovered, you were created by the surviving humans to look and act like them. And us, we're nothing but monsters. Right from the start, we struggled to coexist. Of course we did. Because we Natibas were weak. We were not yet mature enough to fully accept your kind. This foolishness resulted in tragedy. In the end, we gave up our humanity in order to survive.
I refuse.
Then you threw us out into space.
No, not
Earth is
because
too small
not
for
because
both
the game's
us
bad. The game is actually good, but there's just no variety in it. They need to
However,
they
Even
should have
if
had like
all
new
the
weapons or
Natibas
something.
disappear, it's impossible for your kind to succeed the human race. After all, you were created entirely from scratch, with no human DNA at all.
And what is it you're going to do? You think you're the one to end this gruesome slaughter?
Yes. I've been researching for decades to find a way. A way for us all to become the inheritors of the human race. An Andro Eidos, with the most advanced unicinous hyperbody ever seen. And the ultimate Natiba that has not succumbed to its hostile instincts. These are the two necessary ingredients.
You mean...
Yes. You and I.
Who would have guessed that Adam and Eve are supposed to breed and make a new race? Wow.
I offer you One last deal.
Could have made that one more obvious.
Let us become whole. One being. A single, evolved human species.
One weapon is fine for one
If we fuse
playthrough,
together,
but
we can
the fact that
truly
you have to
become
play
the
up to New Game
seeds
Plus
of a new
3 in order to
human race.
get, like, all the outfits, like, I wouldn't want to play the same weapon for that many hours.
At
I want
this
variety. I
point,
want
Mother Sphere will do the
spice.
same thing over
Spice of
and
life
over again.
is variety.
I wouldn't be surprised if she even destroyed the colony, and thereby Earth. As you know, she will not stop. But this is not the path that humans should take.
But there's no proof that this fusion is the right
Well, yeah,
path
of
to
course.
take.
I mean, like you said, it's going to take me, like, it's going to take, like, 10 to 20 years to play all the games I want, so I got to get moving.
However,
Right?
my wish to save the new humans and surviving humans is sincere. As unbelievable as it may be.
Where'd your chin go? Oh, there it is. Okay, it was gone for a second.
Lily, take this.
But this is...
This is the last hypercell needed to rebuild Zion. Zion can be saved no matter what choice Eve makes. It would mean so much if you could do this for me. Eve, your mission is to eliminate me. If you fuse with me, the Elder Naytiba as you know it will cease to exist. Forever.
Adam, we are not banging you, my
Is there
guy.
any better way to complete your mission?
This is the one game that should not be like Baldur's Gate 3. Okay? No banging. No
Take
banging.
my hand.
Nope. Nope.
I can save you.
Nope. I refuse.
We can save each other.
I refuse.
We can save everyone.
How about I cut your hand off? This is Dark Urge run, man. Oh, I was like, are we just gonna stare into his eyes? Nope.
Sorry. I can't accept this.
I didn't like you through the whole game anyway, Adam.
Eve.
You prick. Lily was a better
No
co-pilot than
matter
you.
how much blood has stained Mother Sphere's hands, and no matter how heavy your burden is to save the surviving humans, I don't want to be controlled by those things anymore. I want to make my own decisions, as nobody else but myself. All decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Even the decision to bring you down.
All right. This is also very like you. I understand, Eve. However, I still have things worth protecting.
No, you don't either. Shut up.
Eve, I wish you well.
Lily, you gonna actually help
Adam,
fight this?
Eve isn't alone this time.
If Eve says, shut up, Lily,
Lily, please, stay out of this.
You wish.
no way. She's gonna help, right? Holy fuck. What was the point of putting her in this mech? What was the point?
Adam.
All right, here we go.
It's the kind of mistake that I'll make twice. This is not the
Well, this is a multi-phase boss if I've ever seen one.
We can save everyone. We're like mirrors to each other. Carrying on this way can only bring darkness.
Wow. Final fight. Wonders. Oh, Lily, are you gonna actually do something?
It's my turn now.
Well,
All we need is for you to disappear.
that... Okay, Lily, I'm sorry, but you're worthless. You're worthless. Go back to where you were. It's okay.
Lily, I am sorry.
Hey, large, smaller. If you wanted that,
Lily, hide.
should have bought a PC. You can do that on PC.
Eve, you truly are a wonder. I must shed my humanity and become a monster.
All right, let's see the monster. He just grows a mustache. See? I am the other Niftiba. Look at that. He transformed, and he even made a final boss arena for us. Oh, shit. Why has he got to look badass? Adam the useless prick turns into a badass. God dang it.
So now it really begins.
Shit, that was my bad. I was trying to heal there. Oh, shoot. That's why I'm not healing. I have the wrong freaking potions on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Ugh. Yeah, so far this one seems quite a bit easier. Are you freaking kidding me? I gotta go through all this shit every time? They couldn't have set a checkpoint after the first fight? This seems wholly unnecessary. Oh, okay. This is fine. This is fine. tried to heal once, and then I died. Okay, okay, we got this. Okay, we're having the same issues. Same bumper issues. Just gotta learn his attack pattern. I think overall this one's going to be easier to learn just because he is a little bit slower. Just kill me now. If my bumper doesn't input, I can't do my beta attacks. Hang on. Yeah, I think it's broken. So it's going to be harder than it should be. But what that means is that we have some shopping to do. That's what that means. And I'm dead. You know what I'm going to do? Just in case this is affecting me. Let me toggle the Steam settings. Okay, that's cute. He can't get stunned. Hmm. Okay, that's 4. Yeah. That was my bad. I healed when I shouldn't have. Like trying to play with a handicap. Oh, brother. Hang on, maybe it's just because I'm spamming it. Let's see. Yeah, there's definitely some latency there. But I think it's just because I'm spamming it. So 1, 2, 3. And then... And I'm dead. I can't even target that. Putting all these light attacks on top of a white background, I feel like they could have designed that a little bit better, to be completely honest. It is really tough to see all these yellow attacks on a white background. Like, I can't see his arrows. That's not what I wanted. Oh my... Okay, so I'm just dead. Because, of course, like, these can't target it. Okay. Bro. It's so frustrating not be able to see his attacks. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. I got too greedy. All right. 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 Time to get serious. Time to get serious. Come on. We don't have many heals. We don't have basically any heals left, so we gotta hope. Oh my god. I think we got him. Nice. Please be it, because I have no more potions. Oh, what the? We got wings? Oh, we're in tacky mode. That's why. Suck it at him. You idiot.
Adam, I'm sorry.
Eve. With this, the history of humans is over. Your will, your actions, your decisions.
You know what I think of that, Adam? That was weak. I thought I had more in the tank.
That everyone is guided in the right direction.
Adam.
He got cool bones, though. He got cool bones.
Goodbye.
Eve? Eve! The nest! Hurry!
Bury that man. I feel like right now we're in the end of the third Indiana Jones movie. Like, are we gonna ride away on horses and realize like Eve was named after the family dog or something? Oh, is this God?
A starry night.
Or is this like Mother Sphere?
Reading the future.
Wait.
Is like mapping out the night sky.
Is that Kaya?
And sometimes you catch a glimpse of a shooting star falling towards Earth. Yes, seeing the future is just like that. I fully respect your decision, Eve.
Oh, okay. This is
Even
Mother
if it
Sphere.
is
This is like a
bittersweet one.
manifestation of her,
I will be waiting for you, and
I think.
I will be watching.
Mother Sphere.
Is it done? Is it finally over?
Yes, it is, Eve and Lily. It is time to go home.
He all but Ross. That is a very tall
we still
ship.
have things to do.
Do we though, Lily?
First, let's pay Mother Sphere a visit. We have a few questions for her, remember?
Man, I feel sorry for Eve's feet. Having to fight in those shoes this whole time? Jesus. So are we gonna actually meet up with Mother Sphere? Honestly, I kind of thought that Mother Sphere was gonna be the final boss fight.
Ah, I can see the colony. Oh, but...
Alright, what's the reveal? Holy shit! That is not what I expected that to look like. Wait, what? That's it? They made... I don't know what they realized. I don't know what the realization was there. They were just like... They were like, I can see it! Wait. And then it... I don't know what was to be discovered there. Like, is that not what they expected it to look like? Is the implication that the colony isn't there? Because, I mean, it's, like, surrounding the entire planet like crazy. Yeah, so... I mean, I'm not going to give my full thoughts, because I'm going to do a review video on this one. I think I'm going to try and do, like short review videos for the games I play. Hey, thank you, Ryan, for completing the game. Oh, I will say, as for the final bosses, I think that Blackson, thank you so much for, thank you so much. In terms of the two final bosses, I think that this is kind of what I thought would happen, is that the second to last boss was going to be like the actual better boss, but then the final boss was going to be more epic. That's kind of a trend that I tend to find a lot, right? Is that the second to last boss is actually harder than the last one. I think I had more fun with the second to last boss. Really, my big issue with the final boss is it has nothing to do with the boss itself. I don't understand why you would put attacks that are bright yellow with white centers coming from a white background. The design of that color scheme is just so god-awful, and the boss is white. Like, I just couldn't see anything. So I kind of had to get lucky there in the end. Used Tacky mode twice. Like, shooting the angels while he was doing his instant kill attack was really tough to see what was going on. That was really like my big struggle in that final fight. And I really wish I get why they did it, because it's like, it's supposed to be like heavenly, right? But I don't know, maybe make the attacks a different color if you're going to do that. If you want like that really bright background. It was just really tough to see what was going on. The second to last fight was that one was a bruiser. That one, I think we took probably like 2 hours for that one. Like, this last one, like, there, I had a number of deaths, but I think it maybe only took 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. I will say some, not all, there were definitely skill issues in the first fight, but some of those issues were coming from this just dead controller. We need to buy a new controller. Especially, I've been, my thumb, I haven't said anything, but my thumb has been killing me at the end of all these sessions because my left stick is basically dead and the actuation of the click doesn't really work anymore. So I've had to like force it in every time I want to run, which made it very difficult to activate Tacky mode. So that's more so on me. But no, in general, I really like this game. I wouldn't say it's like amazing. The story, in my opinion, it was kind of lacking. But to be fair, and I've said it a couple times, the CEO and director of the game has admitted that the story is a weak point in the game. He said that it was just taking too long to do all the cutscenes, and so they had to condense a lot of the story. They had to cut some of the story, and I think it shows. That being said, I think that he's also said that this is the first game that they developed for console. I think, don't quote me on that. But they wanted to spend a lot more time in the gameplay than the story. But now that they've got like this under their belt, that other games in the Stellar Blade franchise, because obviously they're setting up for a sequel, they're going to focus a bit more on the story and flesh that out. And I'm assuming that they're also going to have more money available to them, especially with how fast this thing sold just in the past week when it came to PC. So I would assume that they'll probably bump the quality up in the sequel. That being said, the combat was great. I will say for me, and this is more of a me personally thing, not really a game design thing, I was not a big fan of like the grenades and such. I really didn't use those, and the drones range mode I didn't really use. I could have done without those in the game. I would have like if you could have given me the option between losing all the extraneous weapons like the grenades and the mines and stuff, the drone, and just given me even a couple other weapon options, I probably would have preferred that. The times where we were forced to use the drone, like those sections that kind of turned into horror survivor, I'm glad they only did it twice. They weren't my favorite sections, but I think that there was enough there to break up kind of the same gameplay pattern for, you know, the majority of the game, basically. So I'm not exactly mad at that. They weren't my favorite sections, but I appreciate them being there and them kind of trying something a little bit different, kind of forcing you to use the gun a little bit. Let's see. One of my other thoughts was that the shops in general seemed kind of not really worth anything. It was kind of like the shops were there to facilitate you spending gold in order to work your way up to outfits, right? Because every shopkeeper has an affinity level, and so you have to buy things from them to get their affinity level up to level 3, and then you're probably going to find either new outfits or new glasses or new earrings. The items themselves, again, probably because I wasn't using either the grenades or the drone system, I didn't really have to buy anything from them. The only thing that I find that I was buying were the WB pumps. So other than that, it seemed like basically everything was leading to just more outfits, which you kind of gotta expect when it comes to a game that's, you know, it knows what it's trying to do. It's trying to push that like attractive hot female body in front of you and give you all the sexy outfits. That's what it's trying to do, and it does it well. So I can't get too mad at it because I'm wanting it. I was kind of wanting it to do something that it's not trying to do, and that's not fair for me to put that on a game, right? It's like, man, my Toyota Camry is really having trouble doing all this off-roading. It's like, well, yeah, duh, it's not an off-roading vehicle. Like, what did you expect? Like, technically it can because it can drive, but it's not set up for that, right? So that's not fair for me to put those expectations on the game. That being said, though, the combat felt really good. There was definitely a large learning curve in the beginning when it came to all the different directions of dodging, when it came to learning what color indicates you have to parry, what color indicates that you need to perfect parry, what color you need to perfect dodge. And then, of course, all the different combos. I really didn't lean into the combo system. I'm not very good with combos. I kind of learned one or two that I needed, right? I had, like, the quadruple Y that was easy to get some burst energy from that. And then I had the triple X double Y, which was the only really level 4 combo that I had memorized. So rather than trying to memorize all of them, I picked, like, 2 or 3 that were fairly easy to remember, and I kind of stuck with those. But I do like they added that. And like I've kind of said through this whole playthrough, is that the game definitely leans on a pretty fine line between a more action combat game like a God of War, previous to 2018 God of War, or like Devil May Cry, and a Souls-like. I definitely wouldn't say that this is a Souls-like. Like I've been saying, it's more of a Souls-light. It has elements that are reminiscent of Souls games. You know, you have the bonfires, you have the stat level ups, you have the punishing combat, parry system, all that kind of stuff, you know, challenging bosses. But it is a bit easier, I think, than Souls games, right? I haven't played any myself, but I've watched a number of streams and I've watched a bunch of content over the years about Souls, like, so I have a pretty firm understanding of the games. I just haven't put my hands on them, you know. And so there were a lot of things that alleviated the difficulty. So like the WB pumps allowing you to revive once, especially during boss fights. You have the shield system, which reduces damage incoming until your shield goes away. Then you take full damage. You don't have souls to lose. So there's no real death punishment mechanic except having to walk back. But again, that's a Souls-like thing as well. So it definitely feels like a Souls-light, and so I'm assuming after I play a bunch more Souls games that what my previous assumption was, and will continue to be, is that this is going to be a pretty decent entry point into the Souls genre if you're not like a hardcore gamer that wants to just jump into Dark Souls and get punished immediately. You know, a lot of the things that, like, I remember from some of the beginning, like, speedrun stuff that I've seen from Dark Souls 1, you know, you see, like, at the very beginning, that staircase where you're walking up it, the boulder comes down, runs over you. You know, enemies that are posted, like, up on walls in, like, that first dungeon in Elden Ring, where you can't really see them. If you look around the corner, you walk in and they jump right at you. Stuff like that. It happened occasionally, but not all too often. So it was definitely not as punishing as I expected it was going to be, but there were definitely punishing moments. You know, fighting multiple enemies at the same time tended to be pretty challenging, especially when you were trying to... I probably shouldn't have been locking on in those specific instances, but I don't know. I never thought about that too much, and overall, having the burst damage attacks really helped out once we actually unlocked those. The music, I will say, was fantastic. There was 1 or 2 times I felt like the music cues didn't exactly line up with the tone of the moment that I was playing in. But overall, I was a big fan of the soundtrack. This is one that I will probably save and go back to every once in a while when I just want kind of an eclectic taste of, like, electronic and metal and ambient. It's like a 10-hour OST. I had it on today while I was doing some writing, and it's really great. It's really great. Dark Souls and Elden Ring are great games. Well, like I said, I haven't played them myself, but from everything I've heard, they certainly are. And I definitely, those are on my list of, like, games that I've missed that I have to go back and play. I unfortunately, just in case, you know, you haven't heard, Blackson, you know, I took a pretty big, I have a pretty big lapse in gaming in my repertoire, and the past, like, year and a half I've spent doing a lot of roguelites. So a lot of these double and triple A games, a lot of, like, the action combat RPG. I gotta figure out what I call these games. Like, every time I say action RPG, I'm like, I don't mean Diablo or Path of Exile, but action RPG encompasses so many games nowadays. It's like, maybe that's just what people are calling them. But yeah, I do want to go back. I wasn't exactly I'm still not exactly sure what we're going to be playing next. I have a few games up in the air. I honestly thought that it was going to take longer for me to beat Stellar Blade, and so I was kind of hoping that, because there is a new update. There's a new update coming to the first Berserker Kazan on the 26th. Not that it's a big update. The only thing I really know about it is that it's bringing a female character to the game, and so it's possible that I can just swap, because I want to play the female character. That would be cool. Just because it's different content. But I don't know if I can swap mid playthrough, and there's no way that I'm going to be able to like beat a game unless I pick another short game before then. So it's either going to be like the first Berserker Kazan, or I really want to play Lies of P. There's been, I'm in the Lies of P mode because there's so much Lies of P going on in my Twitch feed. Like, everyone that I watch is playing Lies of P right now. And Night Rain. But Night Rain, when Night Rain came out, I was like, I don't really feel like playing Night Rain because I don't have any connection with it. Like, I've never played Elden Ring, so I feel like a lot of it is going to be lost on me. And I was intending on playing it solo, and it seems like it's really tough to play solo unless you're pretty experienced in Elden Ring. So I decided to pass up on that one. Yeah, initially I was thinking that we were going to jump into Dark Souls 1, but I don't know. There's not a lot of big releases that I really want to catch until I think it's October 2nd. That Wu Chang comes out, which is another Souls-like. But it's a Chinese Souls-like, which I'm very excited about, because if we're being honest, the Chinese games that have been coming out are kicking the Western games ass. So I'm pretty excited for that. China's got some good games coming out. They've been doing pretty well, so I'm pretty excited. And from what I've heard, that's one to keep a lookout for. So that'll be pretty cool. Wait, is it next month? I thought it was October 2nd. I initially September like 26th stuck in my head, but I thought it was October 2nd. But either way, that's within a week or two of each other. But that one would be cool. Yeah, you're completely right. I have my months so off. You know what? I said October 2nd, and I was literally thinking that was the month after next. I am so off my days. But yes, you're right. My brain's already like 3 months in the future. Holy crap, I messed that up. Anyway, but isn't like Borderlands 4? Is that coming out? I'm not sure if I'll hit Borderlands 4 or not. I was a big fan. I think I played Borderlands 1 or 2. I definitely missed 3. But I played those in high school, which, holy Christ, those are old games now. But that might be fun. From what I've seen, it looks like they took a slight stylistic change from what they were doing before. So we'll see if we hit that one. It's a bit unfortunate that it's going to be an $80 game. That really sucks. And some of the comments that the director has made are not super great. Dude, these companies with their $80 price tags, like, I get that look, everybody wants to make more money. But, like, you have to justify cranking the price up to $80. But you can't put out the same games that you've been putting out for the past 10 or 15 years and justify going up to $80. Especially, like, you know why they're doing it. They have to do it because they're overspending in development. They're taking too much time. They're hiring too many people. And they're spending it all on, like, free lunch spa days and safety rooms, you know, or safe spaces, sorry, for all these California millennials. Like, and so they spend hundreds of millions of dollars to make these games. They're like, man, we gotta get our money back. How do we do it? Raise the price. Or they do shit like come out with a $150 collection edition that doesn't include the game. excuse me? You want me to pay $150 for some, like, skins in-game, a little statue for a collector's edition, and no game? Like, it would be one thing. Okay, if they were doing a physical copy, like, okay, I understand. That costs money to make. But a digital code for the license to a game, because you don't own the digital copy, that doesn't cost anything. So the only reason to do that is because you want an additional $80 for them to buy the game. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's not cool. That's not cool. And then when I think it was the director. It was someone high up. But when, you know, people were lashing out about the $80 price tag, he's like, oh, if you're a true fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. Get bent, dude. Everything's expensive. And it's like, yeah. And then you have like absolutely phenomenal games that come out at like the $30, $40, and $50 price tag like recently. And it's just like, why would I buy those games? Especially when like the developers just hate you. Like, yeah. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. That being said, going back to coming off the rant, going back to Stellar Blade, I thought this was a really fun experience. Yeah, that honestly, that pretty much sums it up. I thought it was a really fun time. There were some systems that I thought needed to be fleshed out a little bit more. The story as well. But if you're not in it necessarily for the story and you're just in it for the gameplay is very fun. I will say I wish that one of the maps was not a second desert. That kind of bummed me out, especially in the Great Desert where there was just like sand everywhere and there was not a lot of stuff in between areas of interest. It was kind of boring visually, but I thought that the cities, so like Ido 7 and 9 and the last area, or the second to last area, where we were on the space elevator, I thought those were great. I really wished, I wish we got to spend more time in Ido 7. It kind of sucked that it was the very first place because it set my expectations really high, right? It was a lot of like these very cool tones. It was dark and rainy and kind of had like a Blade Runner vibe to it. And we only spent like the first 2 or 3 hours there, and then the whole like 70% of the middle game was spent in deserts. Even the hub world was basically deserts. It was all orange. The lights were way too overblown. So I wish we got to spend more time in those like the cities. That would have been cool. And even the what am I trying to say? The like, I keep wanting to say secondary. I know it's not secondary. The optional. Jesus, I don't know why I couldn't find that word. The optional area that we went to for Lily's side quest was really cool. Except for all that damn yellow paint. Allow us to turn that off. You let us turn off hints in the settings. Let us turn off yellow paint. It is everywhere. In that section, it was egregious. You know, in a lot of the other sections, or in a lot of the other maps, they would use some decent alternatives to the yellow paint. They would use like yellow lights, which I thought was kind of fine. You know, especially in like the industrial parts of the desert, they would have those like, you know, the lights with the metal grates on them and they were just like bright yellow. I was like, okay, that's fine. I could see that being in the world. But when you have a literal just like paint splatter across the entire, you know, floor, it's like, oh, okay, I guess this is where I go. I wish that they didn't have to do that, but if I had to guess, that's like a higher up thing. I can't imagine their developers sitting here like, man, we got this beautiful world everywhere. Let's just throw yellow paint and slap it everywhere. That's going to make it look real good. But it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Every game does it. I think Horizon lets you scan and then the yellow shows. That sounds familiar. It's been a long time since I played Horizon. I haven't played the second one. I played the first one. But I think you're correct in that. And that's actually a good... I think that's a good second ground. And honestly, they could have done the same thing here. You have the drone, which I never really found a need to use. That would have been a good use for it. I would have much preferred that. Yeah, that would have been a good idea. Yeah, I just wish developers would start finding alternative ways, because like there are ways to make it relevant to the game. It's really jarring when it's just like giant paint splatters on the ground, but the one that I'm always going to go back to for a while now is Expedition 33, because in Expedition 33 it makes sense why there is paint, right? And they even have the little journals to set it up, in that the previous expeditions are marking their paths to be like, this is the way we went up until, you know, they died. And so it was like there was in-game lore as to why there was yellow paint, and it made sense. It wasn't just like, you know, it wasn't like they put it there and it wasn't relevant. Everything that every previous expedition had done was there so that the expedition to come would have an easier time. Just like all the footholds that allow you to climb all the cliffs, like a previous expedition planted all those, so that way the next expedition could climb those cliffs. So like that was a fine way to do it without necessarily hiding it. But Horizon, that's a great way to do it. They could have done so here with that as well, or just honestly a simple toggle. I'm again, I'm no developer, so I don't know what can and can't be done, and I don't know how easy or difficult this would be. But based on my own experience in more editing programs, like in After Effects, I would assume that there would be some kind of way to do this where you could tag every yellow paint decal with a certain tag. It doesn't have to necessarily be paint, but let's just say you tag it with X34976, whatever. And then in your settings, you can have a toggle where it says, okay, anything tagged with this, if you untoggle it, it will just not appear. That might be more complicated. I don't know how exactly it works in development, but I would think that you could do something like that. Because, like, if you turn off hints, then you just, like, really don't want hints, and you might just want to be able to turn it off. I think that it's fine if you even if they put the drone ability where anytime you activate the drone, you could see those handholds. I think that's a fine solution as well. But, yeah, just having it everywhere is like, let us be allowed to toggle that. Oh, I can speed this up. Do I have any other thoughts of Stellar Blade? I mean, what do we got here? The journey to find the truth continue. Okay, yeah. So yeah, they're clearly setting up for another game. I think that it's a bit unfortunate that you have a lot of people that try to push certain narratives about this game. That, you know, this game is only popular because it has an attractive woman. Unfortunately, you know, that's the, oh Jesus, there's a hard mode. Frick that. You know, unfortunately, I think a lot of that is coming from the Americas. One of them, to be specific. Yeah, so I don't know how much stuff like that has tainted the general public's opinion of this game. But as far as the people who actually do play games, I think most people know that it's quite a good game that gives you a little bit of fan service along the way. But other than that, I had fun playing Celebrated. What are we clocking at? We clocked in at, okay, 31 hours. Not bad. Not bad. So I think if you were to play this game without doing side quests, you could probably do it in 20 hours, which is pretty close to what how long it takes to beat says. I think that's pretty reasonable. Which is pretty good length. I thought this was a great length. I don't think that it overstayed its welcome. I think that it was like perfect length. I don't think I would want it to go on for another 10 or 15 hours. Which it probably could go on for another 4 or 5 had I done all the side quests in that last spot, in that last section. But I didn't realize that, like, once I selected to go to the moon, even though we didn't go to the moon, that it was going to turn off all my side quests. which I should have assumed that it was giving me that prompt, but the way that I read it was like, we're going to go to the moon, and you can't really do these for a while because you're up there. And then I thought when we come back down, we'll be able to do them, but then we had the Zion burning thing, and we couldn't redo them. But that was fine, though, I think, because at a certain point, after doing so many of the side quests, I actually felt like they were kind of worthless to do. Kind of like I had mentioned before. The way that I was playing the game, I didn't really notice, or I didn't really feel like there was a big reason to get a bunch of gold, right? There were very few times that I actually spent gold. And really, the couple big times that I spent in order to get materials for Omnibolts, which I then used to get my gear slots up. But the thing is, I really didn't have to do that, because then in the last zone, they threw like 3 or 4 Omnibolts at me all at the same time. So I basically just had extra Omnibolts that I didn't need. And so since gold wasn't really a thing that I needed, I could have technically done it for XP. I still had nodes that weren't completed. However, I felt pretty early on that I was kind of good on nodes. I'd kind of taken everything I needed, and everything else was kind of extraneous. Like the whole tacky tree, I didn't really feel like I needed, because I didn't really notice if there was a reason why I should be using light or heavy attacks versus just using her left bumper attacks the whole time. So it didn't really seem, and like she doesn't take damage. You don't take damage while you're in the mode, so there was no real reason for me to take any of the parry power-ups. So there wasn't really a lot of reason for me to get the gold. There wasn't really a lot of reason for me to get the XP. The only other things that I could have done are like, you know, all the butterfly pictures, the fish pictures to get more costumes. We had gotten enough costumes. So at a certain point, I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. But no, I had a lot of fun playing Stellarblade. Hopefully you guys had fun watching Stellarblade. I know that today was, from my standpoint, it was a little frustrating. I definitely got tilted there, a couple of the boss fights, but hey, that's what you're watching for. Just get tilted. But we made it through. I knew we would make it through. It was just a matter of time. It's gonna be real interesting when we do the more challenging games. We're gonna try the other ending. No, because honestly, if I'm being completely honest, Ryan, I didn't care for the story in this game at all. It wasn't even like, let me rephrase. Not that I didn't care in that it was a bad story. I was just kind of indifferent to the story. It was just kind of like a means to an end for me. Half the time where I was watching, like, there were certain things that just didn't get set up properly for me. There were certain emotional moments that I didn't feel, they were either not set up enough, or they were revelations that felt like by the time I got to them, they were so obvious that it wasn't really necessary to have the characters like have this big revelation. Yeah, and so I wasn't super invested in the story, so I'll probably just like watch them on YouTube, but because there's 2 other endings, and I'm pretty sure that in order to do them, I would have to play the entire game over, right? Because I didn't even know this, but apparently there's a like relationship-ish status with Adam and Lily based on how many side quests you do for them. And so because I think this one happened because I did more for Lily, I think. And so in order to get the other endings, I would have to play over again. But I have too many games that I want to play this one again. So it was fun, but for me, it was a one and done. Unfortunately, like I kind of said before, the combat is going to be exactly the same. It's not like I can toy around with other builds. There's really only one essential build in the game, so combat would be the same. Yeah. So other than that, for me, you know, there's not a lot of reason for me to go back and play it again. With that being said, I want to thank everyone. Oh, wait. Do you have the man boss challenge fight? I don't know. That's a good question. More powerful versions of bosses. I do. But if I'm being honest, with this busted ass controller, I'm not about to do an optional boss. In all honesty. In all honesty. If my controller was working properly, maybe. But not with this. I gotta buy a new one. I've had to buy a new one for a while anyway. This is just my excuse to buy one. So with that, I am gonna call it for this evening. I'm not sure what my plan is moving forward. Whether I'm going to be on tomorrow or Sunday. I do plan on being back Monday on our normal day. The weekend is kind of up in the air for me right now. I keep telling myself that I want to move my room around, move my desk around. It's just, it's such a headache. It's such a headache. I have done so many different layouts for this room. You know, I took measurements and I was drawing all the different layouts I could for what I was trying to achieve, and like I just can't figure out an optimal way that I want to rearrange this room. And you might ask yourself, why do you even want to rearrange it in the first place? Well, there's a couple of reasons. You know, like it kind of sucks that like my computer and my lights are literally just like hanging in my doorway. That's kind of a little bit annoying based on where my desk is. The problem is like there's a bunch of places where I would like to put my desk in my room. The issue is that my bed is just like slightly too long for anywhere else I could put it if I put my desk where I want to. So that's kind of the limiting factor. So I think I know where I'm going to put it. Unfortunately, it doesn't solve the sound issue of the AC. It actually brings me closer to my air conditioning unit, which is not great. I would like it to be, I know I'm pointing, I know this doesn't help you guys, but I would like it to be over here in the corner, and then I could have a secondary desk as well for like whenever I have PC troubles, that I could just set up an extra space. Because I need like an extra table to work on. Right now, the only space I have to work on my computers, right now it's just computer. There might be a second computer in the works. That being said, I'm not buying a flat out computer. I have so many computer parts that I've meant to sell over the years from my past computers that I haven't. So I basically have parts to build another computer. But the only space that I have in here to work on them is on my desk. But obviously in doing that, I'm knocking the computer into my monitors. And if I need to look something up about something going down, then I have my computer in front of like my keyboard, and it's a whole thing. So I'm trying to figure out like a little like mobile workstation / shelving unit that I can use. Trying to figure out a lot of stuff and exactly how to rearrange anything. But once it clicks, ooh, it's gonna be satisfying. It's gonna be very satisfying. Do I got anything else that I'm doing here before we head out? I don't think so. I think that's where we're gonna end it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out this fine evening. For anyone out there, if you're watching and you haven't already either subbed to the channel over on YouTube or followed over on Twitch, do one of those. That way you never miss a stream. And it would make me a happy boy. Blades in, laters. Thank you so much for sticking around. Oh, and if you haven't already, join our Discord. We got a link down below in the description of YouTube, and also a link over on the Twitches. And yeah, you can come chat it up with me and some of my other peeps. And other than that, I'm out. Ryan, thank you so much. Techfly, thank you so much. Blackson, thank you again. And I will see you guys at some point at Monday, definitely, perhaps this weekend, but we shall see. Stellar Blade, Eve, it's been a good one. Man, I'm gonna miss playing Eve. I gotta play Pinocchio if we're playing Lies B. I gotta play Berserker. I can't look at Eve anymore. That's sad. That's sad. Anyway. See you later, everybody.